Hello everybody, this is Bill McFadden from Tone Pure Music, and in this video we're going to get into the Flugelhorn by Audiobro. So just to show you how fast it loads, here's the file structure. So here, these patches are your brass instruments with just the full mix. And then they have something called the Intuition series, which give you a hybrid instrument that sounds really good for each of the brass instruments. We have low ram starter split shares, but this is the one we'll be looking at, these patches here, which have all the mic positions. So here's the Flugelhorn, and that's the one we're going to be looking at in this video. Stay tuned for other videos on other instruments. So I just loaded it up, and then here we have the performance view, and let's go ahead and your mod wheel controls your volume and your crossfading. So that's legato patch. Then we have sustains. Then we have our shorts. And you can make, here you have an eighth of a subdivision. Or we can go 1/16 by moving this over. And they actually have learnable MIDI CC for these. This one's assigned to CC4. And if you put your foot on the sustain pedal, notice the rhythm tool just got activated. And so if I press, it's actually playing this rhythmic pattern here, which you can modify using these various note quantities, whole note, quarter note, half note. And then you have triplets, half note triplets, eighth note triplets, 16th note triplets, 16th notes, and so on. So, but it doesn't work unless you have your foot on the sustain pedal. Then we have crescendos, and you can control the speed of the crescendo with this knob here. And there you actually need to assign a MIDI CC controller for that, or you can just dial it with using the interface, or slowing it down. A little bit too slow there. And also you can go from crescendo, and you can have and you have your trills. And again, you can speed or slow those down. And you can do minor trills, you can do whole note trills, and major trills. As well as minor trills. And then we have flutter tone. Sforzando, crescendo. Now, in addition to the, let's get into the ensemble. One of the features that sets this library apart is your autodivisi. So right now we see we have the Flugelhorn selected. Now there's actually only one Flugelhorn in the library, but you can still set up 4 of them. It's really the same one with that's been pitched slightly differently so that you don't get noise cancellation. So right now we're in auto divisi, we're in per voice. So if I play one note, well, let's get out of the flutter tongue. Let's go into sustain. And then going back to the ensemble. So if I play one note, I get one Flugelhorn because I'm in per voice mode. So if I hit 2 notes, I actually get 2 Flugelhorns, and then 3 notes, and then 4 notes, I get 4 Flugelhorns, and so on. Now if you go into 2D mode, auto divisi, when I hit 1 note, I get all 4 Flugelhorns. You can sort of hear them all playing in unison there. The one Flugelhorn is micro-tuned away from the other 3 so that you do get that appearance of Flugelhorns in divisi mode. Okay, so here we're in 2D mode. So as I mentioned, we play 1 note, we get all 4 of the Flugelhorns. 2 notes, you basically get all 4 of the Flugelhorns, but 2 of them are doubling up on one of the notes because we're only playing 2 notes. And so now you have 2 of them are playing the same note. And now with 4 notes, they would each be playing a note because it's divisi, auto divisi. So now by going up here and clicking on depth control, you can actually move them around in the space, which basically you're panning the different horns. And you can actually mute some of them if you want. Like if we go to per voice mode, only one of them is playing, right? So if I were to go ahead and mute these last 2, that confirms we're actually playing the Flugelhorn 1. And so if I go ahead and let's say I unmute the second one and play 2 notes, and maybe I want Flugelhorn to play 1 to play a little louder, I can do that. And then if I unmute Flugelhorn 3 and then play 3 notes, that confirms that these are the 3 horns we're playing on a 3-note chord. And so for a 4-note chord, obviously, it would be the 4th. So they're in that order. So that's the ensemble window. And then we have the mixer window. And as you can tell, it's quite a deep instrument. We have a lot of options. But these are your other mic positions. Right now we have the mix, the full mix. So I could go ahead and do close. And then we could add Decca or just do Decca only. Now I'll go ahead and pull up the, I see what happened. I'll go ahead and pull up the performance. Which is hiding somewhere. Let's try it one more time. Audio performance, here it is. So notice if I do surround, if I add that, so the audio performance is going up accordingly. So there it's spiked. And if I look at my setup and go to the control panel, I only have a buffer size of 768, so if I bring it up to 1024, that'll probably eliminate the spike, at least for now. And of course, you don't need all these mic positions unless you want a fuller sound. And you can do fine most of the time just with mix, depending on your balance. So let's take a look at the next patch for Flugelhorn. And that would be, here again is your folder structure. So if we go to the Intuition series, this is where you get your hybrid. So let's take a look at the Flugelhorn, and you'll see what this gives you. Basically, you have a very expressive instrument. It's I'm not sure if it's totally or partly modeled, but it sounds extremely authentic. Here we can increase our vibrato. There's polylegato. So your notes are being connected in a legato fashion. And I'm not even using the sustain pedal for that. And here's staccato. And then they have consordino, so with mutes if you like. And also we have some mic positions. Here's your full, close, and your deca, and your surround mics here. And here you have, here's the legato again. And so here your legato transitions can be connected more. So there we have just the basic sound of the Flugelhorn, both the Intuition series and the all of the mic positions, which we have down here. And as you can see, there are many other brass instruments for full brass, including piccolo trumpets, which is a little unusual, and also, or more rare for libraries. And also we have euphoniums and cymbassos. So this primarily was focusing on the flugelhorn. So this is Bill McFadden from Tone Pure Music signing off. If you liked the video, please click like, and please do subscribe and hit that little bell icon in order to get notifications when the next video comes up. So Bill McFadden signing off from Tone Pure Music.